lovely people, you've caught me in my favourite spot, reading. I read a lot, and I'm going to start a reading journal this year. Do you want to join along with me? First of all, what this is not. This is not one of those reading journals you see a lot on YouTube where they make great big long lists of what they're going to read. They've got targets of reading 50, 60 books a year. They collect series, they do all lists. I don't want that kind of pressure. I read a lot. I've spent the past couple of years going through my bookcase, rereading, deciding what I want to keep, and this year I want to read new stuff. And we have a second-hand bookshop run by the Lions, the British Lions, and I picked up this brilliant book, absolutely brilliant, never read anything like it. And I thought, well, I want to remember this, so I want to make a reading journal. I want to read a book, and then I want to make notes about it, write about it, put a little picture of it, so I can remember it. No pressure to read more, no pressure to read different types of books, none of that. This is just things I've read. I read a lot, everything. I read really heavy, serious stuff, and I read the back of cornflake packets. I have no discrimination. I just love to read. So I'll show you the journal I bought, and we'll go from there. First of all, my usual caveat, you do not have to have a flash fancy journal to do this in. You can go to the Works and buy one of their really pretty cover spiral bound notebooks. I do that for some things. You can go to TK Maxx, and in their crafty section you will find nice notebooks reduced. I had a hankering for, this is an 8-inch square journal, dot grid. Not common in this country. Couldn't find one unless I got one in from Olive and Archer. The postage from America is just ridiculous. They have started selling them in this country, but that's a whole new video. I got this from Cult Pens. I use Cult Pens a lot for pens because they sell loads of inks. It's completely plain on the front, and on the back you've just got the debossed logo of the company. It's Ferris Wheel Press. Ferris Wheel Press make inks, which is why I know them. Didn't know they had journals, didn't know they did them. It's a softback vegan leather. It's weird. It's squishy. Never had a squishy. It's squishy. It's ever so strange. It feels peculiar. It's your classic dot grid. I think these are a little bit bigger spaces than I'm normally used to. It's only for a reading journal, so I'm not going to put a lot of information, lines and stuff in it, but I wouldn't all that. It doesn't transfer across as standard like the other ones. It's a lot thinner paper than I'm used to because it's a fountain pen journal. That's a compromise I'm not keen on. I like the thicker paper. There's no pocket in the back to tuck my bits. They're very pretty. The end pages are very, very, very pretty. Very pretty. But they're not, there's no pocket in the back. Don't like that. Pages aren't numbered, so I can't make a list of in the front of the books I've seen. disappointed about that. There is a ribbon, there is a bookmark ribbon, decent length-ish. There's only one. Would I buy it? No, I wouldn't buy it again. No, I wouldn't. It is what it is, and I'm perfectly happy, and I will use it. But I will be looking for an Oliver and Archer one next time to get all those little extra things that I like in it. I have made a bit of a start. The core pile rating system, you'll find it on YouTube listed just as it is. It's a way of being able to kind of mark your books so you know how many stars to give them. I'm going to use that. And I wanted a list. This is, I'll have to look it up. I can't remember. I drew it. It's a download. You actually get a printable download that you're supposed to stick in, but I kind of drew it and altered it and did it my own way. Not quite finished yet. You know, this is your book. Make it yours. Do your own thing with it. This is where I'm going to put my book titles of what I'm going to read. And the book that started it all out was Blood and Ice. It's brilliant. If you'd like me to do a book review each time I read a book, I'm more than happy to do that if that's something that people would like. This was brilliant. It's kind of classified as horror, but it's not horror. It's just nods to it a little bit. Really suspenseful, really thrilling read. So I want to make a big space to do a review in. I want to write the blurb that's on the book on the back. I want to take a picture of what the book's like, do my rating system, colour my dots, leave lots of space. I mean, let's be honest, this is as much about decoration as it is about making note of the book. It's as much about expressing myself and doing my own thing about what I can do. So each time you open the page, it'll go over the two. You'll have all your factual stuff that you need on that side, and what I get out of it, what I like about it on the other side. So if you feel that's the sort of thing you'd like to get involved in, then you can do a very, very similar thing. And if you'd like to have a look at each book I read as I get on and do it, this is the one that I'm on at the moment. I want to be as wild as possible, find as much weird stuff as I can. So that's how I started my reading journal, and I'll bop into you every now and again and we'll keep track. So what do you think? Do you fancy keeping track of what you read? Help you appreciate it better? I must admit, I just love it. It's an excuse to decorate another page. We understand that, but I'm really enjoying it. So get yourself a notebook. I'm on Goodreads. I haven't got very far. I haven't really worked it out. I'll find the link and I'll put the thing down on Goodreads if anybody's got an idea of stuff to read that's different for me, and you can see what weird stuff I read as well. So, later folks.